Good morning. So it's Saturday. I'm getting ready and I wanted to do a video. I've seen people do this and I'm like, you know what, let's do it. Please excuse my disheveled look, my Hulk Hogan hoodie. I'm making a video because I've seen a lot of people struggling on Facebook. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, this year's not been kind, obviously. Please excuse this look. Not many people have seen me without makeup. So I was like, you know what? I'm getting ready. I really want to help someone. And I know I don't talk to a lot of you guys. But I feel like some of you need to hear this. Some of you may or may not need to hear this. Some of you may know someone who needs to hear this. So I'm getting ready. So I'm just kind of talking to you through, what I went through and how I kind of pulled myself out of what I was going through. So start from the beginning. Not many people know that that I have struggled with depression my entire life. I have struggled with, sorry, my dogs are play fighting. I have struggled with depression. I've struggled with anxiety pretty much since I was 9 or 10 years old. It went undiagnosed because obviously back in the 90s, or not in the late 90s, early 2000s, mental health wasn't as studied. It wasn't as like, hey, mental health really is an issue as it is now. So long story short, I've battled depression off and on, been off and on medication. I had relapsed with a couple of issues where if you know about bipolar, you have manic episodes where you either drink, reckless behavior, overspend, overeat, things like that, just as a comfort. So I battled with that for many, many years. So within the last couple years, obviously my dad passing away was something that really kind of sent me into a spiral. It sent me into a super spiral as far as depression, with everything. And I gained a lot of weight. My skin was terrible. I mean, it's okay. It's a lot better than it used to be. I'm breaking out a little bit right now because of masks. But I really hit rock bottom when I was probably 275 pounds. And it honestly was not something I was proud of. And I was like, okay, something's got to give. So being in a depression mindset is something you cannot explain to people. Basic tasks like brushing your teeth, taking a shower, taking your medication. This is like simple tasks that normal people don't think about because it's second nature to them. But when you are in a depressive state, you honestly don't care about anything. Depression is something that a lot of people are like, oh, get over it. It could be worse. People have it worse than you. You can drown in 3 inches of water the same as 3 feet. I understand that there are people that are way worse than me. I understand that I'm way worse than someone else, so on and so forth. However, don't say that to someone who has depression. Don't say that to someone who is struggling. All they need is someone to say, hey, I've been there. I know how it is. So last December, I can't believe it's already been a year. Last December, I was like, I can't do this anymore. I can't do this to myself. I can't do this to my family. I can't do this to, this is how I clean my brushes, by the way. I literally, because I gotta wash this anyway. I can't do this to my boyfriend. I can't do it to people that I care about because even though I put on a face and I put on a show like, hey, yeah, everything's all holly jolly, on the inside, I was crying. I was screaming. I was miserable. So late November, early December, I was like, okay, I've got to pull myself out. And here's the thing about depression. You don't want to ask people for help because of what I stated earlier. People automatically become doctors. Oh, well, if you lost weight, sorry, Arkham just busted in the door. If you lost weight, if you got more sleep, if you ate better. Now, keep in mind, that does help a lot. That's what I have found out. That helps so much. But the key is we live in a society where we want it, we need it, we gotta have it now. We're impatient as shit because we're so used to the instant gratification of everything. So it's one of those things that you can't just jump into it. You can't immediately pull yourself out and then go about your day. That's not how I did it. Now, everyone obviously is different. Everyone is an individual. Okay. So the thing that I really wanted to do was I had to do better for not only me and myself, but I eventually want to have kids. And I don't want to carry around this baggage, this weight that I'm miserable all the time. I can't pass that along sorry, Arkham jumped on the counter. I don't want to pass that along to my kids, and I know mental illness, is hereditary and so on and so forth, but I really want to work through this before, I really want to work through my health and so on and so forth. So earlier this year, I went and the first step was get my teeth checked, because the sad reality is, because when you don't take care of yourself, things happen. So because I've fully neglected my teeth throughout majority of my life, I've got a lot of teeth issues. A lot of people think, oh, it's just bad hygiene, you're not taking care of yourself. I'm not taking care of myself because basic tasks like, again, brushing your teeth is daunting. It's mentally draining to someone who has depression and doesn't want to get out of bed. It's extremely exhausting when you don't want to explain this to people because they automatically just assume you're lazy. They automatically assume that you're just a piece of shit and don't know how to take care of yourself, when that's not the case at all. So I was like, okay, I need to get my teeth checked. So I went and got my teeth checked. And of course, got to have a lot of work done. But the fact that I took that step, that's the one thing that people need to realize, is that you may go to the doctor, the dentist, someone to get your optometrist, to get your eyes checked and try to see, what you need to do. And they'll be like, okay, well, this is what's wrong with you. So you can look at it as, shit, damn, I don't know what I'm going to do. Be like, the fact that this is the way that you need to look at it. The fact that you got out of bed, you took that first step to make yourself better, is a milestone. I want you to remember that. For those of you that are going through this, the fact that you took that step to go get your teeth looked at, your eyes looked at, to get to the doctor, keep that in mind, that you made the first step to get looked at, okay? Second step, get a game plan. So obviously you went to the doctor. You started a small step. With depression, again, you let the house stuff get to the side. You let laundry pile up. You do this, you do that. So one thing I started doing is I started pretty much, sorry guys, I'm putting on my eyeliner and I can't do it while I'm talking to you. One thing I started doing was making my bed every day. That was the first step. I did that for 7 days. I made my bed for 7 days. It's a small step, but the small step is you feel more accomplished, because if you start with a list of things you want to do, you're not going to get it done. Listen to me. You are not going to get your list of shit done, especially if you have anxiety or depression, okay? Bear with me. So I started small, making the bed. Okay, cool. 7 days. 7 days after that, I made coffee every morning, which, if you know me and you know my sister, we hate making coffee because of our dad. Anyway, but make coffee every day. Okay, 7 days. Make the bed, make coffee. Make the bed, make coffee. After that, another small task. So if you get what I'm saying, it snowballs. Now, don't overwhelm or overload yourself. Don't do that. Start small. Start, going forward and going up. So I did that, small tasks around the house, and then my days off, that's when I started cleaning, like fully cleaning the house, vacuuming, dusting, making sure stuff was wiped down, and actually thoroughly clean the house. So it's one of those things that, again, you need to start small. Don't overextend yourself, because you're going to get burnt out. And you're going to be like, because you're not seeing immediate results, you're going to be like, this is stupid. So you're not going to see immediate results, okay? 21 days makes a habit. That includes skincare, gym, eating right, so on and so forth. So that goes to my next thing. So obviously, when you have depression and anxiety, along with basic routine care, it includes skincare, especially for me. So I was in this mindset of, well, I'm not seeing immediate results. Well, when I turned 26, 27, I somehow got cystic acne, and it got bad. Many of you know how bad I had it. I was very upset about the way my skin looked. I used to cry. I used to cry to my boyfriend for hours about how ugly I thought I was. So keep in mind, my cystic acne flared up and was flaring up for months. And then it turned into years. So, and I totally just got mascara on my eyebrow. So I pretty much, had to get into a skincare routine, which I think my roommate, Alex, she really turned me on to some skincare. And I fully got into a routine. So, started doing a skincare routine. And again, 21 days. You have to do it. I know it sucks. There's days where I got up and I'm like, God, I don't want to do this routine. I don't want to do it. It's daunting. But I promise you, once you do it, it will make a difference. So, my next one was weight loss. This is where a lot of people ask me, how did you lose weight? Blah, 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 blah. So, here's the thing. I went to the doctor and got on the correct medication. Now, whether or not you believe in certain medications, that's not what we're here to discuss. What we're here to discuss is finding ways to help someone feel better, to find ways to help someone get better. So I talked to my doctor. I was on Zoloft for many years. Off and on, different milligrams, different strengths, so on and so forth. So got on the right medication. So did that. Of course, it takes about a week and a half to get adjusted and get actually into your system, so on and so forth. Blah, 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 blah. And I, was on it, and I could tell a difference. It was a different medication than I had taken, but I had really looked into medications that would work for me. So, sorry. Do you see how awesome this makeup covers? And this is really red on here. It's not as red in the mirror, by the way. But anyway, sorry. I had to have my YouTube moment, I guess. And then I looked into supplements. Now, a lot of people think supplements is like this hoity-toity, all natural, which you can still take supplements and take medication. Obviously, if you're not sure about how they interact, talk to your doctor. But I read that vitamin D and vitamin B12 are 2 key factors to depression. So I took my depression medication, and then I started taking vitamin D3, vitamin B12, a woman's multivitamin, anything that I read that helps depression through natural supplements, I did. Now, obviously, I did not stop taking my medication. Do not stop taking your medication just because you feel better. Don't do it. You need to stick to your routine, your regimen. Once you feel you have that, it's gym time. So I signed up for the gym, and this was obviously all before COVID hit, and I'm like, oh, okay. But there were ways around it. Walked around my neighborhood. I was luckily one of the few that was able to work during the whole lockdown. And where I work, I lift furniture. I deadlift some shit. And so I was lucky. So I was constantly able to work out without working out, if that makes sense. And then, I started seeing results. Now, my doctor, we started talking about my weight loss. My doctor told me, and please, please, please listen to what I'm about to tell you, because it's made a huge difference in how I approached my weight loss. So, my doctor told me that don't weigh yourself every day, every other day, or every week. And I'll tell you why. Our bodies, women's bodies especially, fluctuate rapidly. Water weight, sodium intake, what you've eaten, your menstrual cycle, ovulation, all that. Your body adjusts almost on a daily basis. So when you start losing weight, you're going to want to go to the scale every day and be like, oh my God, the second you see that you've gained 2 pounds, you're going to be mad. Okay. The second you see you've gained 10 pounds after you've lost all this weight, you're going to be mad. So don't weigh yourself every day. Please, for the love of God, don't weigh yourself every day. Don't weigh yourself every week. Because when you're so focused on that number, it completely blows everything else you have out of the water. Now, as far as diets, so I did not follow a particular diet because diets are made for short-term success, okay? Now, a lot of you on my Facebook are on Atkins, keto, so on and so forth, and if it works for you, that's great. I'm not discrediting, what people do to lose weight. That's not what I'm doing. However, for me, small changes. I posted about it on my Facebook in an actual post. So I pretty much, instead of sugar-laden creamer, Premier Protein, the Premier Protein shakes that you can get at Sam's. You don't have to get those, but those are my favorites because they're not thick. They mix really well in coffee, so on and so forth, and a splash of creamer. I use the Simply Bliss from Coffee Mate, I think. It gets me through the morning. I'm not hungry. I still snack. Like, I'll eat like carrots or something like that throughout the day. And then, getting grilled instead of fried, but still getting ranch. Cooking at home. I know all of us are leading busy lives right now. And it is so hard. It is so hard to cook and eat right, especially when you're constantly going. I get it. But you have to make time for your well-being. And your well-being, time does not stop for that. So I started cooking at home. Of course, do I still eat out? Yes. Do I still have Oreos? Yes. Do I still eat ice cream? Yes. Do I eat after 8 o'clock? Yes, and I've still lost almost 75 pounds. So the thing is that a lot of people are like, well, how do you do it? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I'm not doing anything, literally. So please keep that in mind, that dieting is not going to fix your weight loss. A change is going to fix your weight loss. I have struggled with my weight for a very, very, very long time. Same with depression, anxiety. So the key is finding ways to still enjoy life, but just do simple changes. Do simple changes. I started looking into what I was eating. Found out that a lot of these low-fat stuff is horrible for you. It's loaded with all kinds of shit. So yeah, don't do that no more. I started buying organic. Organic is obviously not truly organic, because unless you get it straight from the source, it's not organic. But I started looking at what was in the ingredients in food. If it was super processed, I did not buy it. Like, for example, Sam's has their own peanut butter. It has 4 ingredients. Now, keep in mind it has palm oil, but Sam's peanut butter has 4 ingredients. Peter Pan has like 15. So, I started, cooking for me and my boyfriend, cooking for, myself, packing your lunch. Pack your lunch. I'm talking to you. You know who I'm talking to. My lunch consisted of turkey and cheese roll-ups, mozzarella preferably. That's the healthiest cheese, or the better for you cheese. Granola, yogurt, fruit, and something crunchy, so like pretzels. That normally got me through the day, and then I'd cook at home at night for dinner, or we'd have a fend for yourself night, blah, blah, blah. So I started doing that, started going to the gym, started, doing all that. And again, I'm going to reiterate what I said earlier. We are in a society that expects instant results. We are in a society that expects us to lose weight like that, to get better like that. I'm telling you, it's not going to happen overnight. Please understand, it's not going to happen overnight. A lot of people, want this instantaneous result, and I get it. We all want instant results, but you can't expect things to happen overnight. Rome was not built in a day. Rome was not built in a day. Keep that in mind. So, cooking at home, you spend more time with your loved ones. You're actually able to talk. I talk to my boyfriend while I'm cooking. I talk to my boyfriend while we're eating, and you're actually able to connect because you're spending time together instead of wolfing down whatever, from a fast food restaurant. And again, please understand that I'm not a doctor. I am not medically trained. I'm just telling you what worked for me, and I'm so hoping that some of these points that I'm giving you will help someone who needs it. So if you want to send this to someone, so on and so forth, please feel free to let them know, like, hey, I think you're going through the same thing, but watch this. You don't have to, but another thing too, after I lost, started losing weight, so on and so forth, I started having a positive mindset. A positive mindset is very, 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 very difficult to have as someone with anxiety and who's neurotic as hell. I'll be the first to tell you. But it's very easy to, it's so easy to get lost in the hustle and bustle of life, to where you're like, oh my God, another bill, another this, I have to get up, oh shit. It's so easy to have that mentality because right now the world is shit. Let's be frank. The world is absolutely shit. So it's very difficult to have a positive mindset in this day and age. And I found that having, okay, I need to clear all this out. Take 10 minutes before you go to bed. This is what I started doing. Take 10 minutes before you go to bed. And, sorry, I don't want to get this in my mouth because this stuff is disgusting. Sorry. Ugh, did it anyway. Take 10 minutes before you go to bed and just think about your day. We all have days where I wish I could have done this different. Damn, why did I do this? It's in the past. There is not a damn thing you, your boyfriend, your husband can do to change it. Let it go. That coworker who pissed you off, that customer who pissed you off, your car wouldn't start, so on and so forth. Let it go at the end of the day, because you can't dwell on the past, because you will literally stay there and you won't move forward. So, every morning you have to wake up and tell yourself you're going to have a good day. Obviously, this took a while for me to do, because obviously with depression, you don't have that mindset. It's you can't. So I pretty much, once I got regulated, I guess you can call it, I started, sorry y'all, I'm putting my stuff up. Once I got regulated, I then began reading about positive affirmations, where things manifest how you put out there in the universe. So if you're thinking negatively, a lot of negative shit's going to happen to you. Point blank, the end. When you think positive things are going to happen. So at the beginning of the year, I was like, I really want to move back into the GM position at my job. It happened. Things work out for a reason. So when you have a positive mindset, positive things happen. So you need to wake up every single day and tell yourself you are going to have a good day. You're going to have a great day. You're going to have a fantastic day. Is some shit going to happen? Yes, it's life. Life is not easy. God, Buddha, whoever you pray to, has a horrible sense of humor sometimes. So, you need to wake up and have a great day. Just tell yourself you're going to have a good day. Understand that things that happen throughout our life, our day, things happen for a reason. So, for example, people got laid off work because of everything going on. My boyfriend, unfortunately, with the whole COVID situation, had to be let go from his last job. So he went to another job. Well, that job was not a good fit for him. I'm not going to get into it, but the job was not a good fit for him. He left when he was supposed to. He started his new job when he was supposed to. So you can have all these goals and all this stuff, but I will tell you right now, things work out when they're supposed to. So waking up with a positive mindset, positive affirmations, manifesting positive things into your life, they will happen, but it is not on your term. It's on time's term, it's on God's term, Mother Nature's term, again, whoever you follow, pray to, whatever. It's not up to you in the end. Keep that in mind. It's not up to you. It is up to you how you decide if you're going to change it to get to that end goal. So, I know I've been rambling for about 30 minutes. Some of this may make sense, some of it may not. I'm not going to do my hair on camera because it's a dry shampoo day and my hair is pretty gross because I've not washed it today. But again, the main reason I wanted to make this video is to let everyone know it's okay to not be okay, especially right now. It is okay to feel the way you feel. It is okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel anxious. But what's not okay is if you are the ear to this person, telling them, people have it worse than you. It could be worse. It could be worse. Yes, it could be worse. But like I said earlier, people drown in 3 inches of water the same as 3 feet. Comparing struggles, especially right now, is the most asinine thing that you can do. However, I digress. Small steps to changes are exactly that. They're small. They feel like they take forever. But once you start doing those changes, starting with making your bed, going to the doctor, changing one menu meal a day. So don't cut out anything. Just change one menu meal a day. Say you get McDonald's for breakfast every day. Drink a protein drink with coffee. It's small changes that can make you a better person. It's small steps that can get you to where you want to go. There are going to be times that you feel like you can't keep going. There's going to be times you feel like you can't keep moving. But I promise you, it gets better. It does at the end. I promise you, it does. Please take what I'm saying. Please listen to what I'm saying as someone who went through, who has gone through hell with depression, who has been at the lowest of the low. When I tell you lowest of the low, it was lowest of the low. Suicidal thoughts, suicidal tendencies. Not many people know that because that's something you don't broadcast. That's something you don't get out there. But now I love life. I love what I have. I'm very grateful for what I have. Us as humans, especially in this day and age and a society, we're programmed to want more. But I've gotten to where I love what I have. Do I want things? Yeah. Do I need things? Not really. But at the end of the day, Arkham, stop it. Sorry. At the end of the day, be grateful for what you have. Now, with that being said, if you are in a shit situation to where you're in a house or relationship that you can't get out or get away from, I'm not going to tell you to be grateful for that. That's bullshit. I'm going to tell you that right now. But that's a whole nother topic that we won't discuss right now. But if you are in a situation where you can be grateful, let me rephrase that, because you're not always supposed to be grateful for the life you have. That's horse shit. I'll tell you that right now. Especially after some of the stories I've heard. But you are allowed to feel grateful for certain things. So I've been rambling for about 33 minutes. Some of this probably didn't make sense. Because my mind is like a lazy Susan. Stuff comes back around eventually. But I'm going to end this video because, again, I've got to do a couple more things, and I don't want to do it on video. But please understand, things will, and they do, get better. Okay? You can move to a new place. You can change jobs. You can change cars. You can change relationships. But all of that means absolutely jack shit if you feel you can't change you to be a better person. So keep that in mind. I'm going to post this. See how it goes. Again, this is a long video. I apologize. If you've made it this far, hooray! If not, well, whatever. I don't like you either. But I just wanted to let you guys know that you're not alone. It's hard. There's days that I still struggle. There's days that I don't want to wash my face. I don't want to take my medication, but I do it because I've kept it going for so long. I feel bad if I break it. So if I break the streak. So this video is probably TMI, but please understand that you're not alone. We're all in this together. Much love. But yeah, I'm hoping that this video helps someone. And I really hope that you guys have a great day and stay blessed.